Bobo, a wealthy bachelor, makes a reckless bet to marry an undesirable woman, never expecting to fall in love. But when the truth behind the bet comes out, hearts are shattered. Can love built on lies survive in a world of betrayal and redemption? One man must fight to reclaim the love he never knew he needed. The night buzzed with laughter, clinking glasses, and the hum of an expensive lifestyle. Bobo leaned back in his chair, swirling the champagne in his glass. His eyes drifted over the crowd gathered in his mansion, the elite of East Africa. Business moguls, musicians, actors, celebrities, and socialites paraded around in their designer outfits, displaying wealth and status like trophies. It was all so familiar. Bobo, a tall, handsome, 35-year-old Kenyan of Congolese descent, was used to this. As the CEO of one of East Africa's largest oil companies and a man with lucrative real estate ventures under his belt, he had more wealth than most could dream of. Yet, despite all the luxury, Bobo felt empty. There was a restlessness in his heart that even his success couldn't fill. "Bobo, you're too quiet tonight. You're thinking too much again," Safari's voice interrupted, bringing him back to the present. Bobo offered a small smile. "Just taking it all in. It's the same faces, the same conversations." Safari, a stout man with a mischievous glint in his eye, chuckled. "And yet you're still bored. What's wrong? None of these fine women catching your eye?" He glanced around at the women in the room, all flawlessly dressed and laughing too loudly at jokes that weren't funny. Bobo sighed. "It's always the same. They chase the money, not the man." Safari laughed, shaking his head. "Always so cynical. You think you're some kind of ladies' man, don't you? Like you can have any woman you want." "It's not about being a ladies' man, Safari. It's just reality. Success attracts people. Everyone wants something," Bobo said, his voice tinged with bitterness. "All right, then. If you're so sure of yourself, I have a bet for you," Safari said, leaning forward, his voice lowering. Bobo raised an eyebrow. "A bet? What kind of bet? You say you can get any woman to fall for you. How about this? I bet you can't marry a woman who's completely different from the ones you usually go for." "Different? What do you mean by different?" Safari's grin widened. "I'm talking about someone who isn't fine and petite. Someone who doesn't wear designer clothes or flutter around in high society. In fact, I saw a woman the other day, a baker. She's bigger than most and probably not someone you'd glance at twice." Bobo chuckled, amused. "So, you're challenging me to marry an overweight woman?" Safari nodded. "Exactly. But not just marry her. I bet you can't keep her as your wife for 6 months. If you can, I'll give you that prime piece of land in Kilimani you've been after." Bobo's eyes flashed. The land Safari referred to was worth millions, and he had been trying to acquire it for years. It was an offer too tempting to ignore. But beyond the prize, there was his pride. Safari's smugness was irritating, and Bobo never backed down from a challenge. "All right," Bobo said firmly. "You've got yourself a deal.